Hello everybody, this is Awesome Peculiar, and today I'm going to be doing a little look at Sacred Citadel, which is a cool game, kind of like Castle Crashers, actually. That the settings, there's really not very many. There's full screen brightness, volume, and this resolution, but there's not like a graphics settings, so crappier computers might have trouble running this. So I'll try playing with a ranger first. And I'll just do the first level here. So Act 1, number 1. And here's me. So I'm actually, the controls are a little weird. WASD controls movement, and the attacks are with your arrow keys, which is also a little weird because I'm using my computer has weird arrow keys. But with this ranger character, so you have a close range melee attack, and you have also a bow that shoots really fast, I guess. I don't even know how I did that. And there's an example of stupid AI getting stuck, so I have to go back and fight him. So there actually is combos by using different stuff. You can use different combos that do more damage and sometimes can knock people down. Getting stuck on these is kind of weird, getting stuck on the furniture and stuff. Actually pretty easy to do. But apparently this AI doesn't know that it's on a different level than me. Door busts open a lot like Battle Crashers, I think. And in come these guys. Apparently they can barely hold their weapons up. Their weapons are too heavy for them. But they drag them behind them, which is kind of a funny touch. I actually really like the graphics of this game, and the art style, like the cartooning that a lot of people are doing, because it's a lot easier, but also I just like the way it looks. It looks more like a kind of a fun, casual game than a hardcore game like Black Ops or something. But a game that you can just play and have fun with. And apparently you can spam your arrows as fast as you can. As fast as you want. But these guys are actually starting to hurt now. So now if I go... Wait, what was that? But that was a different new combo that you can unlock, which I did just unlock. And I also unlocked my power attack, which is like a special that you need to charge up, and then you can use it. Does a lot of damage, which is kind of cool. And there actually is a lot of variation enemies and different weapons that you can pick up, like this one. Wait, did I miss it? I think I might have missed it. Or one of them dropped it. But I should be able to, there we go. To pick it up, and I replace one of my swords with an axe, so now I do more damage, and all that. This is kind of a pointless little thing, but it's alright. And a little bit of platforming, I guess. To calm myself on fire. Alright. I'm hurting myself a lot. The ranger seems kind of like a character you stay back with and attack from far away, and they just hit me into the fire. That hurts. I'm gonna have to use a potion here, which gets you back to full health. I'm stuck. Can't. Alright. That was weird. I could not get out of that. I might die because I was kind of glitched and could not get out of that fire. Yep. Alright. That was really weird. But I just got a crystal, which I guess is kind of a special thing. And I'm going to use my special here. It's like a fire machine gun thing. And they can't get stuck in that fire. I'll die. They keep hitting me back into the fire. But I can hit them back in the fire too. Ow. That is a weird attack that they do where they charge like that. Really painful. And sometimes you get ham. Sometimes they drop ham, which gets you back some of your health. You get coins from killing people that you can use to get new weapons and stuff later. So level. So I'm gonna just play a bit of the next level, and I'm gonna add mine all to attack. No, I'm gonna add 2 to attack, 2 to defense. And sometimes there are bigger loading times, but that was actually really quick. So now there's a different enemy, these gnome guys that have a melee pickaxe thing, but they can load an arrow into the end and actually get some shots with it as a crossbow. As you can see, he just loaded and he would have shot me if I shot him first. So there you can see now I've got 2 axes instead of swords, and I'll do a lot more damage. And there's cool stuff like those bats that get you kind of in the game, and the music is kind of a fun, like showing that it's not too much of a hardcore game. It's more of a hard game, or a fun game. And here's me spamming. It works really well actually. But using combos does do a lot more damage. On these easy guys it doesn't really matter because they're not going to kill you. But you can get through faster. Potions are really helpful. You pick them up from some enemies and restore you to full health so they can kind of save you, especially on the harder bosses. You can actually also pick up armor like I just did right here, and it gives you a little bit more defense. This part of the level is actually really cool, playing on these train tracks here, because there's sudden like rolling carts that run through and you have to dodge, but they attack everybody including the other enemies. So this is the final boss with the guy in the cage, and I actually just got a new combo that I can use to get rid of these guys a little bit faster. But then I have to fight against this guy who does this jump thing, and the enemies kind of telegraph, the bosses kind of telegraph what they're about to do, but they're actually still really hard to defeat and do a lot of damage, as you can see. So I'm going to use that potion. You have to dodge their attacks by using the roll and other blocking. Roll away from them. As you can see, I now have like a gold sword. I picked that up on the way. Gives me a lot more damage. And he's still doing a lot of damage to me. So it's still a hard fight, even with the tactic of staying back and just shooting at him. He's a quick boss, but actually really good. I do like the character differences and enemy differences in this game a lot, especially like the way they look. There, and I beat him up. So now I have all these different ones. I got that. Apparently, pick everything up except for that, because that would give me less damage. So I got better weapons, like, can't really remember. A little bit of platforming now with spikes on the ground there, but not anything hard. As you can see, I just blew through that. Kind of a weird way to stand, kind of a manga-ish way to stand, but with double swords too, and that's a cool attack, I guess. It seems kind of overpowered. But on these dumb enemies, anything will seem easy. Kind of like a ranged character, like the like the ranger, but all of these their first combos are all the same. Pretty much like they hit a few times and then they slam down, which is kind of funny, but I guess it's hard to make that much differences. But her dodge is like a cartwheel, which is kind of cool. You just cartwheel across this screen, and it seems like you go a little bit farther than with the rogue or the range character. Can't remember exactly what they're called. But she's got like an urn on her back, I guess. She's just running with. Who's sitting at a different seat than all the other guys were. But she's also got two swords. I guess they all have two weapons. And she's got a little bit of a differently. I'm not really sure how to do this. Alright, so she's got kind of like a similar to the Shaman, like fireball attack. There's actually the warrior, which is like the basic spammy no range character, which is actually my least favorite. But they all set at different tables in the game, which is kind of funny. As you can see, I already have some different weapons, but he normally has just two swords like everybody else. He has kind of a different secondary read. Doesn't have range, so he's not like a stay back and shoot. He's an in your face brawler, which is a little different than the other guys. So then I tried to look at the multiplayer, and it looks like actually nobody is online right now. So I guess not very many people are playing this game.